Only for you, Fred. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 50th Business Leader of the Year Award Luncheon. We tried to get the real Spider-Man that climbed that Blue Cross wall, but I think he's been incarcerated since that happened. He's still serving time, but in any event, we have today the honor of paying tribute to one of Philadelphia's great business leaders. He has been actually very well connected to this award in the past years. He has served as the chairman of it for the award that we gave to Bill Avery, and as a member of the Honor Guard when we recognized Governor Edward Rundell. It's only fitting that he has his time in the sun today with us. How does this look? Oh my God. The success of today's luncheon is due to many, many people. And the other great piece of news that I have to tell you, and especially all of you in the balcony, because you made this the most well-attended luncheon in the history of this award, with 800 people. And today, this luncheon has raised $500,000. And that money will go to endow scholarships at Drexel's LeBeau College of Business and provide for technological upgrades for its facilities. And so for the students and the faculty who will benefit from this, we all at Drexel thank you. And we thank Fred for doing this for us and for Independence Blue Cross being such a great partner in today's event. We have two other great partners who led the charge, and they are also near and dear to Drexel. One of them is a past recipient of this award. I think he's just a tad jealous that we beat him out on the money and the amount of people when he was here a few years back. But in any event, he's been a great cheerleader. Nick DeBenedictis, the chairman and CEO of Philadelphia Suburban Water Company, which I think has a new name now. We're going to have to get that. And the former recipient, and Mr. Ron Rubin, president and CEO of Pennsylvania Real Estate Investment Trust. And for Ron, we have a special attachment because we've had this luncheon here now for 14 years at the Bellevue, and it has kind of a special karma for us. And we're always pleased to do it here and be a part of the staff that does such a great job for us. And so, ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to introduce to you our two co-chairs, Nick DeBenedictis and Ron Rubin.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure for Nick and myself to be co-chairing this event today for our dear friend Fred DeBona. And I must say that we're all very pleased that Fred is back and stronger than ever. He's still got that great sense of humor, and how can you not love and respect a man who has created his own golf game? For those of you who don't know it, Fred has created a game where he could beat any golfer in the world, including Tiger Woods, and that's the truth. And for that alone, he should be honored. And it's really a special day, and I'd like to now turn it over to my partner, Nick DeBenedictis.
Thank you very much, Ron, and what a great day. This is a record crowd at a great Philadelphia institution, and most importantly, we've raised a record amount of dollars for one of the nation's most prestigious business schools, the LeBeau School of Business. The other thing that makes today special is the fact this is the 50th anniversary of this event. It's become one of the most prestigious business events, business or civic, in the city of Philadelphia. And it was all started by a Drexel alum, who you all know is a major business player in town, George Ross, who said we should be doing something like this when he was a student. And that was, well, of course, that wasn't 50 years ago for George, but it's been 50 years. I also want to thank, in addition to Ron Rubin, Dr. Papadakis, Dr. Chikosis, and also the great Drexel staff. This thing just doesn't happen, and they do a great job. Also, Chris Cashman and the great staff at IBC who made today possible. And I'd also like to ask, there's a list in your program, probably about 30 people, and you know who you are. I'd just like you to stand up. You were the real co-chairs who sold the tables, attending yourselves. If you could all just stand up so we can give you a round of applause for all your help. Now, when Fred DeBona is honored, kings and queens visit. And I'd like to introduce the queen, Sylvia DeBona. Sylvia? We also have a number of dignitaries who I'd like to acknowledge. We could have a session of the Supreme Court here today. Let's see, we have Justice Ron Castile and Justice Sandra Newman. Thank you for coming. Former Pennsylvania Supreme Court Justice, now federal judge, Judge Bruce Kaufman. From Delaware County, Judge James Proud. And the Chief Administrative Judge for Municipal Court in Philadelphia, Judge Jim Fitzgerald. U.S. Attorney Pat Meehan. Congressman Shaka Fatah. Congressman. State Senator Vincent Fumo is a supporter today, but is in Harrisburg. But I want to acknowledge him for the fine support he gave to his friend Fred DeBona. And I think in attendance is Senator Allison Schwartz. Senator Schwartz? Many members from City Council. Councilwoman Jane Blackwell. Councilwoman Blondell Reynolds Brown. And Councilman-elect Juan Ramos. Juan? And this is a business luncheon, and we have two distinguished leaders, one from the Philadelphia business community, and that's the chairman of the Greater Philadelphia Chamber of Commerce, Bill Sasso. And from Chicago, the CEO of one of the nation's largest corporations, John Rowe. Excellent. We're all here because we very much respect but also love Fred DeBona. Fred, congratulations.
Bon appetit. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention for 1 minute, and I really do mean just 1 minute. It is my pleasure to introduce to you an individual who's been on the board of trustees for Drexel University for the past 11 years, and this year became the chairman of the board. He is also the chairman of Dilworth Paxson Law Firm here in Philadelphia. It's my privilege to introduce to you the chairman of the board of Drexel University's trustees, Mr. Joseph Giacovini.
Thank you, Barbara. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, it is my singular honor and pleasure to offer a toast for our Business Leader of the Year, Fred DeBona. It is especially gratifying that this recognition should be given to a person who is a good and loyal friend to so many of us here in the audience today. And the award is really well-deserved, for Fred epitomizes, indeed, he personifies all that our Drexel students aspire to be. Through diligence, hard work, creativity, and an unwavering commitment to his principles, and of course with good humor, Fred has transformed Independence Blue Cross from a small, relatively local affiliate to a dominant and hugely successful HMO. In addition, he serves on the board with energy and vision of companies who have a profound impact on Philadelphia and the Commonwealth. Companies such as Exelon and Philadelphia Suburban Water Company and Tasty Baking Company. But despite the enormous pressures and responsibilities of his business duties, Fred has always found the time and energy to help worthy civic and charitable causes, from the Chamber of Commerce, United Way, to various religious and educational institutions, and to public boards, such as the Convention Center Authority. Those efforts alone, that public service, deserves our highest praise. But the events which have rocked corporate America in the last few years, from Enron to WorldCom, Tyco, HealthSouth, to name a few, have clearly demonstrated that more important than achieving success is the manner. It's the means by which success is achieved. And in this regard, Fred is at the top of the class. He, in his own way, has achieved this with honor, integrity, character, and the highest of ethics. His reputation is unblemished, and we in Philadelphia are very, very proud of him. And so he serves as a wonderful model for our students and to all of us here today. Please join me in extending to Fred our highest and warmest respect and admiration and wishes for many years of good health and contentment. Congratulations.
Over the past 14 years, this luncheon has been characterized by three things. We make it fun, we make it fast, and we make it expensive. This one's no exception. But the fourth characteristic is truly all about leadership. Certainly in the individuals that have helped us have such a great success today, our honoree, and those that have been supportive of him and worked with us during these past months, my own staff who have worked tirelessly on this, and I really want to recognize Carol McCormick, and yes, you can applaud. And Mark, wherever he is, Eileen, and my entire staff who've managed to make this work so well and have it start and end on time. Now, there's always one glitch on that, because then I have to introduce someone who, once he gets rolling about Drexel, it's just kind of hard to slow him down. But he's promised that he's going to stay on schedule today. And the fact of the matter is, it's difficult because he not only leads with his head, but he leads with his heart. And he's devoted his time and efforts to making Drexel what it is today. He has become synonymous with the university. And perhaps that's what a great leader has to be. It is my privilege always, today is no exception, to introduce to you the president of Drexel University, Dr. Konstantin Papadakis.
Hello. How are we doing? That's a great get-together, all our friends here, for a great purpose. And the purpose is to honor one of our best. Barbara, thank you. Always, Barbara gives great introductions and makes me feel good about the university and our accomplishments. But I hope that if you feel good today, this is great. But if you feel a little bit under the weather, then chances are that you will be dealing with our guest of honor very soon. All right. Of course, we are here to pay tribute to Fred DiBono, Drexel's 2003